Arsenal, Arsenal. It is Arsenal for life, and until the final whistle, our song is Arsenal. We will not give up. Arsenal will keep fighting all season.
I'm not going to dress this up. 2-0 up, and we still let it slip. That's not unlucky. That's not one of those games. That is a warning flare in the night. And when that late equalizer hits, it doesn't feel like a draw. It feels like a trigger. It feels like history grabbing your collar and whispering, "Remember me? I remember." And I hate it. But listen, this is not the moment to vanish. If you love Arsenal, show it now. Every fan is on the edge because the fear is not imaginary. The fear is familiar. We've seen this pattern. We've felt the air change. We've watched the belief turn into nerves, and the nerves turn into mistakes, and the mistakes turn into regret. So yes, people are panicking because it's not just points. It's the feeling that the ground is moving under us. But I'm begging you, don't let anxiety turn into betrayal. Don't let frustration turn into poison. This club has to feel us behind them, not on their necks. Let's be honest. We keep giving the race life when we don't have to. We keep handing out hope like it's charity. We keep making it harder than it needs to be. And it's exhausting, because we know what a title-winning team looks like, and we know what a title-winning mindset demands. This is not the time for fantasy. This is the time for focus. And fans, hear me clearly. If we start acting like it's doomed, we help make it doomed. So be angry, be very loud, be critical of the players, the manager, and the ownership. But be with the team, not against Arsenal. I am begging you. At Aston Villa, you remember? That one still burns. It hurts me today, because those are the games that whisper, you're not in control. The games that leave you staring at the wall after the whistle, asking yourself, how did we let that happen? And I'm not going to pretend it didn't matter. It mattered. It shook the grip. It fed the doubt. But here's the line we cannot cross. We do not break our own team when the pressure rises. We demand better, yes, but we support harder, especially now. Nottingham Forest, the chance to create a real cushion, and we didn't take it. That's what hurts most. Not that we drew, how we drew. The hesitation, the missed opportunity. The feeling that the door opened, and we stood there, staring at it, like we were scared to walk through. And now we're paying for every moment we didn't finish the job. The fans, don't turn your disappointment into a weapon against the badge. Don't do their job for them. The rivals want panic. Give Arsenal support. Give them belief. Give them steel. Man United. That loss, it didn't just drop points. Nah, it fed the vultures, you hear. One bad day, and suddenly, everybody is loud. Suddenly the jokes, they come right back. Suddenly those old labels, they get pulled out like they've been just waiting in a drawer. And the truth is, that's what truly hurts. Because we know how fragile momentum can become when that doubt, it takes over. So I'll say it straight. Do not turn Emirates into a courtroom. Do not turn Match Day into some therapy session. Turn it into a weapon. Turn it into a wall. If you're there, child, be louder than the fear. Wells was the flashback. 2-0 up. Comfortable. And then, the old nightmare. The wobble, the leak, the late punch. That's why people are saying, it is happening again. Because it felt like a memory repeating itself. Like we've seen this scene too many times. But I need every Arsenal fan to hear me. If we start folding emotionally, we help the collapse. If we start turning on them, we feed the panic. This is the storm. This is the test. And we stand behind Arsenal in the storm. We had chances, to really build a gap. Real chances. Multiple chances. And we just wasted them. That ain't fate. That ain't no conspiracy. That's just a failure to land that kill shot. A failure to close games. A failure to take the gift and make it permanent. And now, every match, it just feels like it's carrying the weight of the ones we didn't finish. But listen now, this is still in our hands. If we stop acting like victims and start acting like champions. Fans, stop feeding that funeral narrative. Feed the fight. Back the team. Harder than ever. Look at the list: Villa, United, Forest, Wolves. Yes. The worst team today in the Prem, that ain't title form. That's self-inflicted damage. And I refuse to whisper it. This here is unacceptable for a team chasing a crown. It has to change. Now. No excuses. No learning. No nearly. But here's what love looks like. We don't abandon them because they're bleeding. We don't turn away because it's ugly. We push them forward. We demand response. We stay loyal while demanding greatness. The worst part, it ain't the table. Nah, it's memory. It's that feeling, watching a lead and thinking, please, not again. It's hearing a late goal and feeling your stomach just drop. 'Cause your brain, it remembers endings you never wanted. But football, honey, that ain't destiny. History ain't no curse, not unless we act like it is. So when that fear rises up, we answer it with support. When heads drop, we lift them. When the game gets tight, we sing, darling. We sing. 'Cause belief ain't something you just say when you're winning. Belief is something you prove, Chile, when you're scared.
Look, Gunnar, you have said enough already. You are scared. I can see. Let me end this. Here's the truth, my friend. The players, they feel everything. They feel the groans. Oh yes, they feel the doubt. They feel the panic. And when that stadium tightens, their legs, they tighten too. When the fans turn, that confidence, it just cracks. So I'm calling on every single Arsenal fan, be the difference. When a pass goes wrong, don't you groan. Roar, I say, roar. When a mistake happens, don't you boo. Push. When the pressure rises, don't you shrink. Stand taller. Hold them to the standard, yes. But carry them toward it. Together. I'm hurt. I'm angry. I'm disgusted. I'm exhausted. And I know you are too. But this is what separates real support from just a performance. Real support. It doesn't disappear when things get messy. Real support. It doesn't wait until the trophy is all polished to show up. Right now, right now is panic time. Right now is the moment where fans either become the fuel or they become the fire that burns their own house right down. So I'm pleading, no, I'm begging, stand behind Arsenal. Not quietly, not politely, loudly, fiercely, proudly. We can acknowledge the pain without surrendering to it. We can hate the pattern without becoming the problem, you hear? Back the team, back the badge, back the fight. Until that very last whistle. Arsenal for life. Arsenal, Arsenal. It is Arsenal for life. And until the final whistle, our song is Arsenal. We will not give up. Arsenal will keep fighting.